We have a very special guest joining us now. He goes by many names, but on this show, he's Compa Chad. He's a jefe de jefes, a smooth operator on the football field, and now in the boxing ring. Of course, I'm talking about the great Chad Johnson, Mr. Ochocinco, and he has a major fight on June 6th during the Floyd Mayweather-Logan Paul pay-per-view Showtime broadcast. Chad, thank you for joining us. How's training going?
Training going good. Training is going good. I'm having fun. I'm out here in Houston training with the Charlotte Twins and in their camp as both are preparing for fights that are upcoming, and it's been enjoyable. It's been enjoyable. I mean, I've had my Tylenol on hand for getting hit so much, but other than that, it's okay.
Hey, Chad, before I ask you about the Charlo twins, who are two of the best in boxing right now, Jermell and Jamal, you probably get this question all the time. But what are the motives behind getting in the boxing ring? You were a star in the NFL, and now you're going to boxing. Obviously, the money must be nice, but what are your real motives for trying out this challenge?
The money doesn't matter because I save almost 85% of what I made during my playing days, but it's always fun. I'm not a soccer player, right? But I tried out for Sporting KC. I'm not a bull rider, but you know what? The opportunity presents itself to ride a PBR bull, and I jumped on a bull. I'm not a porn star, but I did amateur. Never mind, I'm just playing.
Keep going, Chad.
But listen, I've used boxing as a way to prepare for football season for maybe 14, 15 years. Every off season, footwork, hand-eye coordination, sparring with individuals, obviously not to the level that I'm doing now with the Charlo twins. But I just had to know what it was like to do it. And I'm one that's not scared to get in the ring. I'm one that's not scared to take chances in life. I'm one that's not scared to fail. I'm not afraid to post my losses or lose publicly. It happens. That's part of life. Life has ups and downs, you know. And I'm not one of those that just sit back and play it safe all the time, you know. I have this wonderful phrase that I love to say. I love to say that a lot of people are just alive, but they're not living. There's a difference. And I'm living. I'm not just alive, if that makes sense.
No, it definitely makes sense, Chad. But you mentioned that the sparring competition or the level has increased with the Charlo twins.
Oh.
How's that going? And what are you learning with the twins?
They're fucking me up.
So you're actually in the ring with them.
I'm cursing because it's good. It's good for me. It's good for me. And not while they're fucking me up, they're teaching at the same time. They're teaching at the same time. And it's work, as they call it. It's work. And there's never a bad day. That's ring talk that I've never heard of. I don't feel like I'm doing what I should be doing, but obviously I'm in the ring with the best in the world. I'm not going to be able to hang or compete, but I'm getting a better understanding of what it should look like. Will I be able to look like them? No, it's not going to happen. But the work that I'm getting is going to be extremely beneficial for me come June 6th.
And Chad, are they officially your trainers, or who's actually going to be in your corner?
My trainer in my corner will be Ralph Jacob. He's flew in town to work with me, and obviously the work that I needed to get before fighting, it had to be here with the twins, and so I could see what it's like at that level. At that level, you know, to be able to do 3-4 rounds with them, 3-minute rounds. Obviously, working a little longer than what I'll be doing June 6th. To make sure my wind, my cardio, and everything is where it should be.
Chad, I don't know if you announced it yet, but what weight class is this, and how's the diet going? Because I saw that you tweeted that you're missing McDonald's right now.
Yeah, they got me on these freaking like green stuff. Like what are we doing here? You know, today's Taco Tuesday. They got broccoli and guacamole. Like, why have broccoli and guacamole? You don't need 2 greens. What do you need 2 greens for? It's cool, and I think I'll be able to manage. And I mean, till June 6th, you know, after the 6th, I'll have McDonald's. I have a cigar. I haven't had a cigar in a month, almost 2 months now since I was asked to do this. So I should be fine.
Okay. And Chad, one important question: Is this a one and done fight, or you have a second bout in mind?
I want to get through the first one safe. You know, I want to get through the first one safe, and doing all the basic and doing all the basic fundamental things that I've learned the right way, protecting myself, keeping my hands up all the time, being able to catch, dodge, counter. Just if I can put all that stuff together the right way and continue to work and take it serious, then I would. But again, I'm 53 years old. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? It's just I have opportunity present itself, and I'm doing it. Like, if I get a chance, just for some godforsaken reason, somebody called me like, Chad, no, there are killer whales out here on South Beach, and it's a pod of them swimming. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to the beach and I'm gonna jump in the water because it's an experience that I've always wanted to do. Whether I die, it's okay. It's okay. At least I went out the right way. Listen, I get in the ring. Man, listen, at least I went out the right way, doing something that, taking a chance. But that's not gonna happen. Just throwing it out. Good analogy.
Chad, what do you expect to see from Brian Maxwell? Because he's a true fighter. He's done MMA, bare knuckle, all that stuff.
I like him. Like he comes in there with conviction. Southpaw. He loves the hang. I like the way he sets up the 1-2. He's really nice. He's really nice. I've studied him a lot. I've studied him a lot. Heavy hander, and a good puncher. A lot of power behind the punches.
How different is it to scout a fighter than scouting a cornerback that you're going to go up against?
It's the same way. It's similar. It's the same way. And the thing that there's footage for me to watch on him. It's to somewhat of advantage, and he still has advantage over me, obviously, because he is a trained fighter with ring experience. I am a NFL player with adequate experience in the ring, sparring, not to his magnitude. So he has an advantage over me, and that's okay. That's okay.
That's going to be exciting. Chad, Gilbert and I are also NFL reporters, and we cover the Chargers closely out in LA. So we got to ask you about Keenan Allen. For some reason, he continues to be forgotten and as one of the top receivers in the NFL. Obviously, you were one of the great ones at your position. How do you view Keenan Allen?
Phenomenal. And I've always said that. I'm the EA Madden's rating adjuster, and I always talk about Keenan Allen, being one of the best, especially when it comes to route running. There's tiers to route runners in the NFL, and there's tier 1, tier 2, and obviously Keenan Allen is in tier 1 with him and Devontae Adams, somewhat really separating themselves from the rest of the class. And there are some great receivers in the NFL, and it's just the fact of the matter. Regardless, I know other people are going to argue the fact, the Julio and Amari and Jerry Jeudy and all these other guys. Tier 1, I left somebody out, Stephon Diggs, and he's really good. I think for me, if he was a little bit more boisterous, a little bit more flamboyant the way I was, then people would be able to pay attention. I know because I understand the skill set and the DNA that he possesses as a receiver. And I think obviously being out there on the West Coast, and it's just, he's quiet with it. You'd have to understand and know the game of football to know that he is arguably the top route runner in the NFL, 1A, 1B, or 1A, 1C. When it comes to him, Diggs, and Adams, it can go either way. It's just based on the style that you like.
Chad, sorry, Chad, one more question before we let you go, because we are in Los Angeles. I saw you start at Santa Monica College with Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Do you think about those days in Santa Monica College and now where you are, boxing, NFL star, YouTube sensation?
I never thought about it. It's a good question, but I've never really thought about it. I just live, man. Just day by day, whatever happened in the past is the past. What's next? And that's just how I've always been, just in general.
Chad, we appreciate you jumping on with the Compas. Before I let you go, I just want to tell you, I freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude, love you too, man. Like when I come to LA, me, you, cigars, cafe con leche.
Anytime. And we know LA. We know LA, Chad. So we'll definitely be doing that again. We appreciate your time, Chad.
No problem.
Good luck on June 6th.